Okay, so reverse chain rule is the same thing as U substitution. It's basically the inverse operation of chain rule. So remember, chain rule was derivative of the outside and then derivative of the inside. Okay, so this formula, it always has to be in this form, and this formula looks a lot more confusing than it needs to, in my opinion. But basically, you need to make sure that the derivative is also included. So in this case, I see that the x power, the derivative would be a coefficient, and so the derivative of 8 would count. If it has x squared, that means there needs to be something else with an x in it. The derivative also has to be present. Okay, so the first step, one of the rules that goes along with integrals is that if you have a coefficient being applied to a term, it can be factored out of the integral, meaning that this could be rewritten as 8 times the integral from -10 to 3 of 1 over the cubed root of 7 minus 2x dx. Now, what I like to do, what we're looking for is the function on the inside to become our u. So the u here in this case would be 7 minus 2x. So I have u is equal to 7 minus 2x, and that means du dx is equal to -2. Here I have a dx, and here I have a dx, so I'm going to solve. So I have dx is equal to -2, du divided by -2. Okay, so now this allows me to rewrite my integral in terms of u. So I'll switch colors for that. So I have, goodness gracious. So what we end up getting is 8 times the integral, but that means I have to redefine these numbers. So now -10x, if I'm going to turn that into u, I have to plug it in for the u formula. So 7 minus 2 times -10. So that would be 7 minus 7 plus 20, which is 27. And then 7 minus 6, which is 1. So I would have 27 and 1 here are my new boundaries. And I have 1 over the cubed root of u. And then instead of dx, I have du over -2. This coefficient can also be pulled out, the -2. So 8 divided by -2 is -4. So now I have -4 times the integral of 27 to 1 of, this can be rewritten as u to the -1/3. Okay, from there, I have to move up. I'm going to switch to a different color just to distinguish it. From there, what we end up doing is integrating just like normal. So I have -4. And then my u to the -1/3, so we add 1, so I have u to the 2/3 divided by 2/3 from 27 to 1. And I'm going to continue to simplify that. So here I end up getting -6 times 1 to the 2/3 minus 27 to the 2/3 power, which is -6 times, so I could have 1, the cubed root of 1 is 1 squared is 1. And then the cubed root of 27 is 3 squared is 9. So then we have -6 times -8, which is +48 is my final answer. So once you get in the habit of it, I think these are pretty straightforward. The best way to do it is just to practice. So Delta Math is already up for you.